When you picture a late 19th century mansion, you picture grand staircases, vast halls, and rooms built to impress. But behind the walls, an entire workforce moved in total secrecy, a hidden troop of servants ordered to never be seen, to serve flawlessly without leaving a trace. The real question isn't just how they disappeared into the architecture. It's why the houses were designed to make that possible. And that answer reveals a truth that was never meant to be visible. This design wasn't one single feature. It was a complete system built to solve three main problems. Let's start with the most basic problem: delivering food without being seen. In these massive mansions, the kitchen was an industrial operation. It was loud, blistering, hot, and it smelled. The owners wanted nothing to do with it, so they hid it in the basement. But how do you get a meal up the 3 floors? You use this, the dumbwaiter. The owners expected hot, instant meals on demand, but they never wanted to see the servants. To satisfy these impossible demands, the dumbwaiter became essential. It delivered the results of the labor while keeping the workers invisible. The food would simply appear, and the family would never have to see the hand that prepared it. This obsession led to some truly unbelievable mechanisms, and among them was the rail system, carrying food and even laundry through the hidden wings of the house. Some owners took it even further. At Welbeck Abbey, the 5th Duke of Portland had heated carts running on subterranean tracks. Yes, you heard that right, heated carts. His obsession with instant service also meant he had a standing order for chicken to be roasting day and night. Always ready, always hot, and instantly available. But food was just one problem. What about giving the order in the first place? You couldn't just shout from the study to the basement. So they used this, the speaking tube, a lost tech that connected the owner's voice directly through the walls to the servants' quarters. But that was for a detailed order. What about an emergency? You spilled your tea and you need a maid, quickly. You wouldn't use the tube. You'd pull a cord, and deep in the servants' quarters, a bell would ring and a small flag would drop. This was the servant call board. It was the house's instant messaging system. It didn't say what the problem was. It just said where it was, and that you were needed. Now, at houses like Erdig, you can still see these boards. Rows of brass bells on heavy coils. And those bells could ring at any time. For the servants, there was no such thing as being off duty. So, we have food delivery, instant communication, all without seeing a soul. But that leads to the biggest architectural challenge of all, the secret of how that army of servants moved. This wasn't just a what-if scenario, this was a rule. The 10th Duke of Bedford insisted that no female servant be seen after midday, on pain of dismissal. Because of this, servants had to wake up before dawn to clean the entire house while the family was still asleep. But how did this troop of servants move once the family was awake? Consider this, some mansions employed over 300 staff. The solution was as brilliant as it was dark. They built secret passages behind the grand, sweeping staircases. You found narrow, steep servant stairs. Behind the wide, sunlit corridors, you found dark, plain servants' corridors. These mansions were a double house, a front of house for the family, and a hidden back of house, an entire invisible network, powering the mansion from behind the walls. A servant could walk from the kitchen in the basement to a bedroom on the 4th floor and never set foot in a family-facing area. They were ghosts in their own home, a separate world, a separate reality built to be inferior, but essential. So why this obsession? As the author J.M. Barrie wrote, "How shall we ever know if it's morning if there's no servant to pull up the blind?" The invisible architecture of old mansions was never only practical. It was the physical blueprint of an entire ideology, the illusion of effortless comfort. This obsession ran so deep, it sometimes consumed the owners themselves. You remember the Duke of Portland? Legend has it only one servant ever saw him in 2 decades. But an ideology that extreme couldn't last. It vanished not just because of progress, but because of a new way of thinking that no longer had a place for a class designed to stay hidden. Maybe that new way of thinking never truly finished the job,